Cooper here with Keller Williams Greenville Upstate. I'm in my kitchen today and I'm going to show you how to seal the grout on your backsplash. So you may have grout with ceramic tile or porcelain tile in a number of places in your home, and you want to make sure that you have those sealed. So if you bought new construction, 90% of the time, if a national builder built your home, they haven't sealed that grout on that backsplash, and they have not sealed that grout in your shower or on your backsplash in your bathrooms. So you want to make sure you get that sealed. Also, if you install a new backsplash, that's what I did. I took out the old backsplash, put a new one in. It's time to seal those, which I've already taken care of. I'm just going to show you guys how to do it today now that I've done mine. And the reason why you want to make sure you seal it is because that grout is very porous. And in your kitchen, you're using food, you're using water. Anything that can get on that backsplash and potentially be absorbed by the grout in that backsplash can cause stains. So the minerals in your water can turn your grout lines brown if that water is absorbed over an extended period of time. Same thing with food, spaghetti sauce. There's lots of mustard that can potentially could splatter and get on your backsplash. I won't even think about the things that can happen in a kitchen when you've got children in the house. So you want to make sure you've got it sealed and protected. Same thing in your bathroom, the cleaning solutions you're using, the shampoos, the soaps, the water, the minerals in the water. You can end up with all kinds of stains on your grout, and it's not easy to clean. It's much easier to just protect it with a sealant. So there's a number of different ways that you can apply sealant. When you go to the hardware store, there's a spray can, there's an applicator like this, and then there's a tube where you just squeeze the product out. So the spray can is great for showers if you're in an enclosed area in the shower, because you're spraying it and you're not worrying about is it getting on everything in the bathroom. If you're in an enclosed shower, and then you can just wipe it down, spray it down with the shower, clean it pretty good, and you're good to go. I don't recommend using the spray in the kitchen. I like to use this applicator because it gives me more control over where the product is being placed. If I were in here with a can, with the spray can, I've got under cabinet lighting here. As I'm spraying it, it could be getting on my under cabinet lighting. Over here, it could be getting on my stove. Over here, it could be getting on my fridge. So there's a lot of places that potentially I could be spraying that product that I don't want to spray. This allows me to have more control over where the product's going. This has a little cap on it with a paintbrush. I don't use that paintbrush cap. I take it off because when you're putting this on the backsplash, so you're turning this up, you're squeezing the product out, and then it's just running down because it's too much product that comes out when you squeeze it. So I take the cap off, and I purchased a paintbrush at the hardware store when I purchased the product that I can use to paint the product on. This product, it says sealer on it, protects grout against stains is what it says. So it doesn't matter what brand you get whatever you want. Just make sure that you're getting a sealant for grout. And then choose the different application that you would like, whether you want spray can or you want this kind, for whatever you're going to be sealing. What makes more sense for that particular area. Now, before you apply your sealant, you're going to want to make sure you clean the area that you're going to be sealing. So in my kitchen, I just took water, soap and water, and I just cleaned down my backsplash to make sure I didn't have any food or anything on there that could potentially get sealed in by the sealant that I didn't want sealed in. Clean the backsplash good. Wait 30 minutes after you clean it because when you put that water on your backsplash from cleaning it, your grout is absorbing that moisture, and you don't want to seal that moisture in. And because it's so porous, it does take a little while to dry. So wait 30 minutes. This whole process is going to take you about 2 hours. So make sure you've allotted 2 hours of time to do the whole process. You don't want to do it, come back to it 2 days later and finish it. So just allot 2 hours. Pick a time when you're not going to be using the space. So don't choose a time to seal your grout in your kitchen if in about 30 minutes you've got to cook dinner, because you don't want to get food potentially on the grout until you've completed the whole process and it's had enough time to dry and completely seal. Okay, so those are kind of some things to think about to do before applying the product. So after you have cleaned it and you've waited 30 minutes and you've let it dry, then you're going to start applying your product. So what I do is I put down a paper towel because I like to have a little bit of protection just in case I spill. It's okay if you do. It's very easy, you just wipe it up. It's not going to really do any damage to countertops. Now, I don't know if you get it on your floor, depending on the kind of floor you have. So I just always recommend have a paper towel handy to wipe up any spills. You're just going to dip this in and paint it on. I'll do all of my vertical lines in a particular area, and then I come back and I do the horizontal. So that's all you're doing is you're painting it on. And my grout lines are small, so I got a smaller paintbrush. And it's kind of an oily product, and the paintbrush absorbs it pretty good, and it does go a long way. So you don't have to dip, paint. You literally can dip it and you can get a couple of lines out of it before you have to dip it again. So very easy product to use. What I recommend that you do is after you've applied it, let it dry for 5 minutes. So while this section is drying, I'm applying product in another area. After 5 minutes, come back, wipe off any excess that you might have gotten. So if you've gotten any on your backsplash, wipe it off. If you've got any on the porcelain tiles. So it's not completely dry yet, but 5 minutes allows it to absorb enough where when you go to wipe it off, you're not wiping the product off of the grout. But if you did happen to get any on your porcelain tile, then you're wiping that off. So don't worry if you do get some on the tile, it'll wipe off very easily, but you're really just focusing on trying to get it on the grout. Now, after you've wiped off the excess, you're going to wait 30 more minutes and let it dry. So 30 minutes of dry time. That's for the whole kitchen. After everything is dried, you're going to come back and do it again. So when this area has dried for 30 minutes, I'm going to do the same process again, so a second coat. I'm going to apply the product. I'm going to dip and apply. I'm going to wait 5 minutes, and then I'm going to wipe it down. And I'm going to get any excess off that might be on it, and then just let it dry. I'm done. Okay? Move to my next section. After it's dried for 30 minutes, now you can come back and use your kitchen. You just have to be careful not to forget and wash your hands, because if you splatter water on the backsplash, now you've got to wait another 30 minutes for it to dry before you apply the product again. So very simple, very easy process, very easy product to use, very easy product to find. Any local hardware store will have it. Just make sure that you allot enough time to make sure you can complete the whole project, so you don't have to come back to it later, because it does create extra work, and it kind of doesn't really work if you allow too much time to go in between the first and the second coat. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. Good luck with getting your grout lines all sealed up, and I thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.